Alright guys, UFC 276 is still stacked, it's still ridiculous, and Pedro Munhoz is taking on Suga Sean O'Malley. Sean is finally getting a guy that is worthy of talking about. But before we get into it guys, this video is sponsored by Full Reptile Collective, brought to you by Dan Hardy. Head over to their website at fullreptile.co.uk where you can find anything from training gear, t-shirts, hoodies, all the way to coffee. For an exclusive 10% off, use Dan Said So at checkout. Make sure to also check out their YouTube channel for some of the best MMA content out there, bar my own. Let's get back to the video. So let's start with Pedro Munhoz here guys. He had those awesome wins over like Brett Johns and Cody Garbrandt, and especially the firefight with Cody Garbrandt where he really showed his strengths, where he has power, he has the speed, he has the head movement to kind of evade all those crazy shots, and he's willing to get in those firefights. But since then, he has had a bit of a lackluster performance with only one win, and that was coming to Jimmy Rivera. He did lose in his last time out to Dominic Cruz, and before that Aldo, where he was just beaten to the punch with every shot. The speed of Aldo showed back. You know, this 135 Aldo is nothing to be toyed with. He's a beast. Dominic Cruz showed he still got it. It was a good fight as well. Pedro Munhoz has a lot of great things about him, but he's a very small individual. He's got excellent calf kicks, he's got excellent boxing, he's got excellent jiu-jitsu, which he doesn't really implement because he likes to strike. He has power as well, and he has great timing to make sure that speed really does connect, which we showed against Garbrandt. When you're going against someone like Sean O'Malley here, Sean O'Malley is a huge individual. And when I say huge, I mean for this weight class, he's lanky as hell, he's got incredible reach, he covers distance massively, he's got long legs, his body is very small for like the rest of the limbs. He's all limbs, he's like Mr. Tickle. And the way he can cover distance is phenomenal. The toying with people with the basketball things, the power he possesses. I may not like Sean O'Malley as a person, but damn, I like watching him fight because the dynamic wheel kicks he throws, the high kicks he landed, that high kick on Thomas Almeida, I screamed at the top of my lungs when he landed that. Massive shout, hit with the left hook over, back over, knocked Almeida down, and he thought he'd won the fight. Almeida's like scrambled to his feet. I think Almeida thought it was done until he looked at Mark Smith, and Mark Smith was like, "You getting up?" That's the sort of thing that O'Malley has. Against Rowley and Piver, like just dismantled him in a few minutes. Against Chris Moutinho, that only showed Chris Moutinho's toughness, not anything else about O'Malley. It was more like just a walking punching bag. It just showed the dynamic striking, the pinpoint accuracy. But where has O'Malley fallen short? It's when he fought Chito Vera and he got leg kicked. You smash O'Malley's leg, he crumbles. He loses all of the movement, all of that power is derived from that lead leg. Don't be the punching bag, don't be the target, don't be running away, don't let O'Malley chase you. You can do some damage to him. Pedro Munhoz does not take a back step. Pedro Munhoz chases and throws volume and really tries to sit on his punches in that pocket. If he's on the back foot against O'Malley straight away, O'Malley is going to do whatever he wants to Pedro Munhoz. I know Pedro Munhoz is brilliant, I know he's been a top 5 guy. O'Malley will dismantle him. But what he can do, Pedro Munhoz, is step inside that range. Easier said than done. Get inside that arm, get inside the leg reach, and land those heavy shots. Stay in it, don't back out again. Let O'Malley firefight in that pocket. Show how tough and how powerful you are, because speed and power in the pocket I will give to Pedro Munhoz. He has shown he can do it. What you give to O'Malley is the whole rest of the game. And that's a massive differential which favours O'Malley incredibly. So guys, I am going Sean O'Malley. I think Sean O'Malley's going to, as much as I've just backed Pedro Munhoz and what he can do, I think Sean O'Malley's going to dismantle him. I think he's going to march him down, use all those dynamic strikes. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a high kick as well, something that Pedro Munhoz is susceptible to taking as well when he leaves that guard down. Even Frankie Edgar got him with one. I think Sean O'Malley has more than enough in the tank to beat him here, and I think Sean O'Malley is the future of this division. Whether he gets to a title, I think that might be a step too far. There's a lot better people ahead of him that are showing way more diverse attacks, way more skill. But what Sean does with the striking element, it's hard to argue there's not much better than him at dynamic striking. So I am going Sean O'Malley guys. I'd love to hear your comments below. Like the video if you have enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel if you are new, subscribe for the dog if you want, and we'll see you in the next one. Enjoy the fight guys, cheers.